Now, if you're a fan of the Life series, you've probably seen Wildlife. But if you haven't, it's the 6th season where every session there's a wild card and everyone has 6 lives. But for the sake of this video, you might just want to go and watch the intro. But anyway, so if you go and ask a creator to make a recap of all POVs of episode 1, they'll probably just tell you to go watch all the POVs. But you might not have time for that or something. So I am going to be explaining everything in this video, like how geared everyone is, how many lives everyone's on, what team everyone is on, and also, of course, the wild card. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So the wild card for this session was that when you shift, you shrink, and when you jump, you grow. So as you're watching right now, you're watching Joel's perspective. You can see B-dubs shrinking, and this wild card can cause you to get very big and very small, which has caused a lot of stuff to happen when good stuff and bad stuff. Grian in making this just intended it to be for laughs, but it made a lot of things happen. But it did form some teams. The first team not formed by this was Joel and Jem, and B-dubs found out the wild card with them, but he actually teamed with someone else, which you'll see later. So Joel and Jem is our first team. So because of this wild card, first of all, Mumbo and Skiz formed. They were sort of hanging out. They were giant at first, but they started all being tiny, and then Grian joined too, and they created a sub 1 club, where if you go over 1 feet, then you are out of the club. But there's also they were very paranoid of Grian abandoning them all the time. And then anyway, after B-dubs left, Jem, B-dubs, and Joel went caving, but B-dubs kind of separated from them and later started a team up with Etho and Tango. We also have a team up of Ren and Martin. And most of these teams don't have names yet, but Ren and Martin's team name is, I'm pretty sure, in the little dog or something. Or no, I think it's Renwood. Yeah, that's what it's called. It's called Renwood. Sometimes I wish I had a script for these videos. Anyway, though, so they were called Rendog, and yeah. Now this wild card actually resulted in the first death being Pearl's death, which you're seeing on screen right now. But because she was trying to look over a really big cave, and when she was shifting on the edge, she was shrinking, making her shrink to become too small for just the edge of the blocks.
And we also have the Bam Boys base. If you see the light, you know you're gonna get bammed if you sneak into the Bam Boys, man.
He just kind of ran over a cliff. You're now gonna be watching some footage from Cleo's point of view, but so you're gonna be watching the team of Cleo, Scott, Impulse, and Pearl, yes, that's a team. Now, the one other team that formed was Scar and Jimmy, which then Lizzie joining later. And Big B is not in a team, though. He's, I'm pretty sure, the only person who is solo in this series. And now, the teams have gone in very geared. So Scott, Cleo, Impulse, and Pearl have gotten an enchanting table. So has the Sub 1 Club, which I don't think they have a name yet, because they can't even be Sub 1 next session because they won't be able to shrink next session. So there won't even be Sub 1 Club. But that group has an enchanter. I think some other groups have an enchanter, but those are the two I know of having enchanters. Now I just want to talk about this little diversion that Jimmy, Bigby, Rendog, and Lizzie had, which most people were doing their normal episode 1 stuff besides some other things that I'll explain in a minute. But they went to the Pale Forest, which other people did. They brought Silk Touch. Those people are Jem and Joel, and the Scott, Impulse, Cleo, and Pearl team. Now, anyway, so there were also some things happening around Scar's, or the Cherry Forest Mountain where Jimmy, Lizzie, and Scar are. And Scar is actually planning to build a theme park up there and kill everyone by making the first ride not deadly and the second ride deadly. But Martin was actually stealing their cows, and there's other things like Martin was trying to steal everyone's stuff. And I haven't seen the POVs of Ren and Martin yet, but that's what I'm probably gonna do after I make this video, honestly. Anyway, so yeah, they went off to the Pale Forest, but that's really all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little recap of episode 1. Hope you guys found it useful. Make sure to come back next week for the recap of episode 2, because of course I will be doing that. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.